What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Today we're going to take a look at the Batman from Hot Toys, and you can pre-order this figure when it's available at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. They offer $4 shipping, double box your item, and you can put them on pile of loot. So definitely go check them out. But I have not seen the movie, so I want to put that as a disclosure. I'm planning to see this over the weekend. And I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. So I am going to go there with, somewhat high expectations. Now, without seeing the movie yet, I'm going to talk about the figure. Batman, the figure in general, has always been a good value for Hot Toys. Even from, all the way back from 89 Batman to Batfleck, DX12. There's just so many elements in a Batman figure that you get always gets your money's worth, right? You always get not always, but you get a second head sculpt. You get interchangeable faceplate, purse, if not interchangeable eyes in Batfleck's case. And then a lot of gadgets. It just comes along with having a Batman figure. Now, what makes this set different is that it has 3 SKUs. It looks like it does have a bat signal, as you can see here, which is beautiful. If you missed out, this is the second time they're doing a bat signal. They've done this with the Nolan verse, which includes Blake Gordon and Blake and Gordon set, or just Blake. This one, Batman always comes with a grappling hook, an array of weapons, and all that stuff. So you'll always get your money's worth. Even if this is a 280, for example, just the regular version's 280, that is still a better $280 value than any Hot Toys that you would get. Even the regular version has a second head sculpt, interchangeable faceplate, and purse. Yes, you don't have the beautiful base or the bat signal, but as a figure, you can't go wrong with that. Like, how many figures have interchangeable faceplate, a second head sculpt, and a purse for not a DX? So that by itself is already a good value. Now, there's a few things here that stands out, and not because of Hot Toys, but because of how this Batman is constructed. This one it looks like the most movable Batman yet. And not because of the materials, and mostly because of that. It's the design of the suit from the film itself. This looks like a tactical Batman, and this is where I guess the movie approach is. You can see the elbows are bent here pretty pretty tight, and it's because it's fabric, unlike, let's say, the Keaton Batman, which is all rubber, which you could do, or Batman Begins. You could still bend the elbows, but you always have that fear that you're gonna mess it up over time. The underlaying fabric here, you could do that. It allows you to bend the elbows. And not only that, this is the first Batman that you could actually move the legs. Because even on that DX12, which is, DX12 is more of a, combination of rubber / fabric, because there's elements there where there's, I don't know how you call it, but there's some bits and pieces where it prohibits you from bending his legs to the full capacity compared to this Batman. As you can see here, all fabric pants and in more of a tactical suit. Boy, this looks great. I mean, that stand itself is beautiful. Without having seen the movie, I'm going to go and say I'm going to get the entire set here. I'm going to get the bat signal with the Deluxe. I think it's already the Deluxe. I think that's the way to go. I don't know the price yet. It's very early in this preview that I'm making this video, but I'm willing to pay, whatever the case is. It's Batman. It is Batman, and I have to own this. And look at that. That is, again, from all I've heard, this is a beautiful movie. And I have to get the main character for this. I mean, what else could you ask for in this? And correct me if I'm wrong. How many suits did he wore in the movie? Like, Batman is famous for having multiple suits. But again, without having seen the movie, I don't know. Is there going to be another figure for this? Now, also, the cape is wired. So that is something new for Batman as well, because I think this is the first time we're seeing like a fully posable wired cape. Some are stiff, like you got the DX, I guess, 11 in no, not the DX11, the DX09. And is that technically a wired cape? I don't think so. I think that's just kind of like a leather cape that, you know, you can pose it around if you put the rod in. But that's it. Look at this. It looks like it flows nicely here. I mean, hopefully one day we'll get a swappable, cape in the future where it just drapes naturally and a wired, like you can swap him out. But the head sculpt looks phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, it does capture, at least from the previews that I've seen, Pattinson. Now, is it perfect? Not exactly. There's, I think the jawline they captured, there's something on the lips, but it's so minimal that I don't, yeah. The motorcycle, boy, and the Batmobile. That's another thing to look out for. And hearing how good it is now, that is something that you might want to, save upon as well if you're a big fan of the movie, because they look great. Like those two vehicles, like right now, there's a plethora of vehicles that's coming out, not only from Hot Toys, they're releasing Batpod, Tumblr, and all that stuff. And then we got Blitzway with the Ecto 1. They already showed the motorcycles. So at the very least, that's going to come out. And look at this. Purse, swappable faceplates. A must-have. Easily a must-have right here. Unless you really hate the movie, then, don't get it. But if you're a somewhat fan of Batman, I think you owe it to yourself to get this. This set is fully loaded as a figure collector. I mean, what more can you ask for? And by the way, the first bat signal was amazing. Yes, it does project the actual bat signal, and it's pretty bright as well. So I expect nothing less from this one. I can't wait for this. I can't. Now, this is not going to come out for like 2 years or so. So there's a whole lot of time to get the deluxe version and, go crazy with it. And hopefully in the future, the single version would go on sale and I can pick one up and, display him without a mask. But let me know in the comments how you feel about this release. If you've seen the movie, let me know. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next video.